Shalom, my video.
Welcome to KOZV5, your #1 source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now, the weather forecast for tomorrow.
We have our news thing is called. What did we decide it was? Kai Sports Network or Kai Network? KN Kai's Network.
You could do KNN, Kai's News Network.
KNN.
Bundle up, folks. It's gonna snow tomorrow.
Bundle up, folks. It's the middle of winter and it's boring and it hurts my face.
I apparently have a butt ton of gold to smelt. I remember that now. It was like the first time that it's actually been a while since we've played.
Ow. Yes, but I just think I updated all my videos. Yeah. I don't know. It's loading. Also, it feels really quiet in here because my fan's not on, so I'll be right back, even though I'm cold.
This is Kai's problem. She gets cold, but she's like, I need it to be noisy, so I'm gonna freeze myself.
It's true. And I'm too lazy to get a sweatshirt, so I'm just gonna freeze myself, yeah. Pretty much, to be honest. So this time I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made in the Minecraft video today, and I'm actually gonna show stuff on my screen. God, there's over 40 minutes of just nothing. Except us talking. So I hope we're really entertaining. That's all I gotta say about that one. Oh god, it's loud as shit. Okay, off to the mines, I guess.
Oh, you were gonna upgrade your pickaxe.
Oh. Well then what am I gonna do all day? Nothing?
I'll give you mine when mine comes through, so go mine.
Okay. When is yours coming through? Like tomorrow?
Saturday.
Okay. That's fine. Here we go. Off to the mines. What do we need? What are we missing? What do we have? Do we have copper, iron, or gold?
Well, we're about to have a butt ton of gold.
So...
we have 7 iron bars and 32 copper bars.
So iron. Okay. I can get
We also have 137 iron ore.
Oh.
And only 11 copper, so copper.
So copper. Okay. Copper's easy enough. It's on the first couple floors. Alright, what hot, controversial topics are we going to talk about today?
Fortnite Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience. I mean, you could talk about how people don't like Epic because they're making exclusive games only, and people don't like that.
Don't other
Because they're supposed to compete. They're supposed to work against Steam and for consumers, but making a game exclusive is apparently a bad thing. Like, they tried to buy another company, right? Or game, and they told them no because of consumer backlash. And I mean, Epic is kind of bad because they won't have any support for Linux for some reason, because they're stupid. They make a lot more money by doing that, but whatever. Everyone is kind of on a Epic Games hate bandwagon, though.
I can tell. The only thing I know about that is like Xbox and PS4 have been doing content exclusive games forever.
And people hate them.
That's not true. There are plenty of people that absolutely love. I mean, I hate the fact that I have to buy 2 different consoles, but that's whatever.
I was gonna say, like, Sony not allowing crossplay, people hated it.
I mean, I don't know, they probably make money. Especially if it's like a game you gotta have. pretty sure, had I not already had a PS4, I straight up would have bought one just for Spider-Man.
That sounds like a you thing.
Yeah. It really does, doesn't it? Did you know that people are hating on Endgame because it didn't do enough backstory?
Isn't that like not the point of Endgame?
The point of Endgame is to be an end to 22 other movies, and people are complaining that there wasn't enough setup.
You need 23, I guess.
I don't know. I'm like, it's like if you read the Percy Jackson series, but you just suddenly read the 5th one instead of the other ones, and then we're like, the author did a horrible job of explaining the other 4 books in this one book. Like,
Honestly, though.
excuse me, what are you? That's not the point. Or you just? I feel like those people are just stupid, or they just want something to whine about.
I mean, I think Marvel could have done better before Infinity War doing like a Thanos backstory kind of movie where you actually kind of get to see more of his connection to Gamora.
Yes, but I don't think that's what they were specifically talking about.
Yeah.
I think they were just like, well, you didn't explain why they were all there together. And I'm like, yes, they did, you idiots. Watch the other goddamn movies. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, me and my mom watched it, and she's like, oh, who's that? And I was like, Mom, that's Ant-Man. She straight up forgot who Ant-Man was, and I was like, you...
I mean, that's a kind of acceptable.
I feel like Ant-Man would just, like, shrug and be like, yeah. Like, if someone
Yeah.
said that to him, like, we forgot about you, he'd just shrug.
But I forgot about me too.
Yeah. He's that kind of person, and I love him. Did you know the guy that spoiled Endgame to his millions of Twitter followers? They literally want him to get fired from his job as a football player.
Mhm.
Like, I can understand being upset, but like, what does Endgame spoiling have to do with football?
Yeah, I don't know. That kind of a stretch, but also dickbag.
I mean, I get all that, and I totally agree, but I'm just saying, like, I don't understand how football has
What else
anything
are you
to
gonna do to somebody with that much money?
I don't know. Sue him? For slander? or like, Marvel could sue them if they had enough people say, well, now I'm not going to go to the movie because I know what happens. So then they lost money, technically.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just being stupid. There's nothing you can do. It's just a stupid idiot who thinks he's above the world and decided to be, you know, a dickwad for that moment in time. Actively have 31 pieces of iron. Not iron. Coal. There we go. Not coal. Freaking God, copper. There we go. Why did that take me so long to, like, say?
I'm not entirely sure.
It's because my brain's not working. And it's not even as late as it normally is. Speaking of that, we gotta remember to stop and start a new one at some point.
Yeah, so we don't have 2 hours worth of video, yeah.
Yeah, that would be kinda nice. Hey, I got a holly that gives me negative 67 energy.
Eat it. Just go for it.
I think that would kill me. It would kill me. It would kill me. I actively have 60 energy.
Full send.
No. You told me not to die in the mines. I'm gonna kinda stick to that. Hello, slimy baby. You can just stop being a slimy baby.
Alright, how many days of this crap do we have left?
Of winter, or...
Yeah. 16.
What the hell?
Ah.
I ain't getting through that today.
God damn it.
And
I
they're
hate
longer
winter.
too because I'm actually using them to their full extent. What are you doing every day?
No, they haven't done a whole lot, but they could have been looking at other things. I'm staring at the calendar.
Your videos are gonna be so interesting.
Watch for the commentary.
True. Ah! When is my foraging skill gonna go up?
Never. They're mining, not foraging.
I know, but like, I would just like to know. Alright, coming on home.
Marnie and Lewis are having a drink.
They're what?
They're having a drink in the pub together.
That's cool. Do you know why they're doing that?
They're just casual.
They're not casual.
Oh, sure they are. And Shane is totally here.
What? I thought he said he stopped drinking. Didn't he say he stopped drinking?
No. I mean, yeah, but no.
Didn't I say that he was like gone? Or something?
I think you were just crazy.
He wasn't there the last time I went in there, but not quite sure. Alright.
Were you there late enough?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm running out of things to put in preserve jars, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Running out of places to put preserve jars, or
things to put in them. Because places I literally could fill our houses and still have millions of stuff. Remember that one time we didn't sell anything, and like it just went to.
Yeah, it just went to a next day. We're almost to the thing where Grandpa comes.
Oh shit, that's right. There's like 16 days till we see whatever the hell he wants. That's not fun. I don't want to deal with Grandpa. He's stupid. Well, he's not stupid, but he's a ghost, and I don't know how I feel about that. I have mail. Don't catch me a Linkwood. Why don't you do it? Okay, don't care. That's Jamie's job. There's some shit for him to get. Oh god. Okay.
Back up to 13 out of 12 hearts. Here we go.
Why are you actively low?
Got up early and fed all of the farm animals. I hope that makes your job a little easier.
But why are you
probably because I didn't have, like, salads to throw at her face for a while. And she filled Sparkle's water bowl. How nice.
Is that because you're actively high in things again?
I got another challenge for you. Catch me a lingcod. They don't go down easy, but I know you can do it. I don't want to accept this quest.
You don't have to. I mean, I did just because I'm gonna make Jamie do it.
Well, Jamie now has to catch 2.
He's supposed to catch a puffer fish.
He has to do that in Minecraft, too.
Catch a puffer fish?
Yeah.
What the hell does he have to catch?
Make water breathing potions.
Okay. That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna take these. I'm gonna plant some seeds. I'm in the greenhouse, just doing like regular maintenance.
Alright.
All of our stuff, some of our stuff grew. On sale day, sell everything in there except for the seeds and the coffee beans.
Eggy eggs.
You go eggy eggs. Tomorrow's sale day. I forgot.
It is.
Sometimes I forget that sale day is like even a thing.
Uh-huh.
Alright, off to the mines I go.
I'm gonna go find out if my pickaxe is done.
Okay. If it is, I can shed mine in tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I went
understand
to the...
why, like, a town has, like, a rail system like that, but it's whatever.
And it goes to some really weird places.
Yeah,
Like
like,
the quarry.
I don't understand.
Gold pickaxe. Alright, sick, bro. Bye, Clint.
Wait,
I'm gonna go smack a meteorite.
yeah, that's probably a good idea, to be honest.
Well, to put some stuff there, because it's acting as a blocker, but I'm tired of looking at the damn thing.
Yeah, and we have all winter to put something to block it. Oh god.
And this is the whole reason I got this stupid gold pickaxe, because I wanted to break the stupid meteorite.
Actively awesome. That's pretty dope.
I got some iridium ore and 6 geodes.
Ooh. How much iridium ore? Because I'm pretty sure we need that. A lot of it.
We have 22 currently.
Oh, smelt that shit. I definitely need to be, like, trying to get my way to the school caverns, but I don't feel like dying every day. So I'm just not gonna.
Just not gonna.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Pretty much. Going to actively ignore it.
I don't even care. I made fence posts and just put them up where the meteorite used to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, that's whatevs. I can always get rid of them, or we can just leave them and have to do maintenance, but...
I mean, we actually haven't had to do maintenance on, like, our gates in a while, so...
I think, how many days is that? I thought it happened once a year, but I think it's a lot more frequent than that, isn't it? Like every 21 days or some shit?
I don't know. It has been a hot minute.
I can't distinguish days from days when we do this anyway, so like... Hey, Mr. Sketch Dude. How are you today? Okay, there's nothing left in here for me. I will find my ladder. Oh yeah, so so you know how we were discussing Endgame, right?
Yes.
and how we were discussing how, like, you thought Gamora was gonna stay dead.
Yeah.
So, turns out...
To an extent, I said.
Well, yeah, okay, so here's basically... So, it was back... Okay.
Because I either... by the time this comes out, people have seen Endgame, so sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
My prediction
okay.
was as is, she either stays dead or comes back as pre-Gamora.
Pre-Gamora? What is...
Like, doesn't remember everything, Gamora.
Okay, so you...
I don't know what that entails.
actually weren't wrong, right? So basically what happens is, if you don't mind me spoiling for you.
I don't care.
So they go into the past, right, through convoluted bullshit rules that don't even make sense. And they're not like Back to the Future, because apparently if you change something in the past, it doesn't change the future because it just makes a different reality. So...
Well, yeah, with the time stone.
No,
By
they
Avengers
didn't even
rules, yes.
use the time stone.
By Avengers rules, that's how that works.
They didn't even use the time stone. They used Ant-Man.
I know, but that's just how time travel works.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't really know. So, like, they couldn't mess up their future because it wasn't
So in
their
some universe,
future.
Thanos still won.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Anyway, so basically what happened is they went back for the Soul Stone, and they didn't realize that you had to pay a price, right? To get the
That's
Soul
where Black
Stone.
Widow dies.
Yes. Right, so she sacrifices herself to the pit. And then, so that means...
Never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Just kidding. Let me go, lol.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly what happened between her and Clint.
Yeah.
So then, like...
I've seen memes. That's the only reason I know that part happens.
But then, so then Gamora never gets sacrificed, right? And through convoluted bullshit rules, Thanos, old Thanos from when they went back in time and Natasha got sacrificed, comes to the future? Right? So it's like Thanos that
Wait,
was...
old Thanos comes to the future? What the hell?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so basically, he... Okay, let me explain. So
I now see why this is a 3-hour-long movie.
Okay, so basically, Nebula, right, the girl with the computer lady, her past self could sense her future self in the same time zone. So then Thanos, like, ran her memories and found out that the Avengers you know, that he completed the snap or whatever, and that they're trying to prevent it by going back in time. So then they capture future blue lady that I totally just said her name and completely just forgot. Thank you. And then the old Nebula switches and pretends to be the new Nebula, and then drags old Thanos and Gamora and a bunch of alien race, like, army people to the future. And that's basically how the end battle works. But anyway, so the point is that when they do that, they drag old Gamora back into the future. And then that's the Gamora we now have as, like, our...
Like, how old of Gamora?
Like, before she... Okay, so basically, they were right at the point where the first Guardians of the Galaxy, where he was walking through at the beginning credits, going to get the Power Stone. That's where they were. So basically, she hasn't met Quill yet at all.
That should be interesting.
And there is a scene where he's just like, Gamora, I never thought I'd see you again. And she just knees him in the balls twice and slaps him. And then she just looks at her sister and goes, he's the one? And she's like, yeah, it was either that or a tree. And I was just like, oh my god.
I don't even know you. I don't even know who you are.
Like, it was so funny. It was like...
That's a Thanos quote, I think.
Yeah, it's like... That was towards... That quote you're talking about was towards Scarlet Witch, who was, like, gonna destroy his ass.
Ah, because... Past, future Thanos. Yeah, okay.
Right, because he doesn't know...
You took everything I had. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what he did, right? And Venom... Not Venom. Uh, what's his face? The dude who got the thing ripped out of his head.
Vision?
Yeah, he's
Travis?
very much so dead. So pretty much everybody that died that wasn't connected to the stone, except for Gamora, stayed dead.
How do they do that when they have like a Doctor Strange 2 coming out?
No, I meant stayed not dead. Wait.
Stay not dead.
No,
Seems like
okay.
dead.
No, so everybody who was dusted is now alive again, obviously.
And if you got sacrificed to the Soul Stone, except for in the sense of Gamora, they were dead. Would be
Right.
dead. And if you got a stone ripped out of your head that was your
Yeah, he's
livelihood,
dead.
you're dead.
He's
Okay.
dead. But the only reason Gamora's not dead is because it was Natasha instead this time. If that makes sense.
Wait, does Steve Rogers go to get the Soul Stone with them?
No.
Damn it, that would have been hilarious.
Why?
Cause Red Skull.
Oh yeah, no, it was just Natasha and Hawkeye.
That would have been a funny scene.
No, yeah. And also,
Watch
like,
Steve
Thor's
Rogers beat
really
the crap out of a ghostly.
So, like, yeah, that'd been funny. But no, it was just her and Hawkeye. Which was, yeah. And then they're like, you have to destroy someone you love, and then they proceed to fight over who's gonna kill themselves. And I was like, why is this happening?
So is there still a Stan Lee cameo in this one, even though he
Yes.
died? I figured there would be, because
Because
they had to have been worth.
they recorded it before he did.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the car in one of the past things.
Ah,
Tony-
Leah! I've spent the morning repairing a few of the fences. They should be as good as new.
What? None of our fences. We just discussed this.
Hey, you never know. Maybe that's why we never have to repair our fences. I'm gonna do some maintenance over here. Just get the urge to do some hammering now and then. Well. Starting tomorrow, traveling merchant fleet will dock at Pelican Town for the yearly night market. The market
Oh
starts
yeah,
at
where
5
we
and
get to
will
buy a shitload of
Coffee!
coffee. Yes.
Hey.
Absolutely. No, but like, so basically your prediction of Gamora was not wrong. It's just a little weird how they did it.
The
Like,
entire movie was gonna have to be weird.
so like basically she didn't die. So like old Gamora is still dead, technically. But now
Well,
her
yeah.
past self
And
is now
I also kind of figured they'd be doing that whole, can't really undo everything, create a new timeline baloney. Yeah,
Well, they didn't really create a new timeline. They just
they did. They created a different universe in which they win because they said so.
No, that's not. But that's the thing. That's not how it worked. It was weird. It was like they're still in their same universe where they lost, but then they just like brought shit in from the other universes they created, so then they could then win.
Which means there has to be a universe out there where Thanos still won.
Yeah. I don't really know. So basically, what they were saying is that anything they do in the past would not affect their future because it wasn't their past they were affecting.
So then, by that logic, there has to be a future where Thanos wins.
Yes. Right, and then like it was weird because then like that logic didn't really make sense to me at all. But whatever, bullshit they need to spew to make it work.
Yeah, it was gonna be jank, but it's a good kind of jank.
Also,
that doesn't
Thanos
really-
died within the first like 5 minutes.
And then was he brought back and died again?
No, well, okay, so the first time he
'Cause his
died,
past self.
right? So the first time he died, they were like going after him, and Captain Marvel was there, and she was like kicking ass, and then they lop off his arm, and then Thor kills him by going for the head, which he says, because it's like, what did you do? He's like, I went for the head, and I was just like, wow, he took that shit to heart, man. that he's dead, but Thanos
So does he
used
still have the
stone.
gauntlet when
No,
they
okay.
went to fight him again?
Yeah, so basically, Thanos used the stones to destroy the stones so that no one could ever use them again. That way he was not tempted to use them for other than his purpose. And then, so like they couldn't get the stones from him because they were gone, so that's why they were like, well, now we gotta go in the past to where the stones are still a thing.
So then they should destroy the stones again when they're done with their bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know.
I mean, they should.
Technically, yeah. I don't even know if they did or not. I don't even think they discussed that. I'm not sure they did!
I just stole all my salads. God damn it.
No, I don't know. They didn't really discuss that. But basically, when they got the stones back, everybody... Wait, no. Okay, so they got the stones back, right? And then...
Tony Stark made some gauntlet style thing and snapped.
Well, he didn't snap. So the Hulk did it. And then half of his arm is charred off now, like Thanos. And they wouldn't let Thor do it because they weren't... I don't know. So apparently the radiation from the gauntlet is the same that like turned the Hulk into the Hulk, so they kind of thought he'd be the best bet to not die. And then right after they did that, like literally 3 seconds later, Thanos comes through the portal they made, or old Thanos, I guess, comes through the portal they made because of like...
And it's like, the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, and then he proceeds to like blow them up.
Oh, nice, nice.
And they're like, oh, okay, so this is one of my favorite parts. So like, they're all blown up, their base, right? So they're all like underground and like near these sewer tunnels and stuff. And Hawkeye got blown up, and he's next to the gauntlet, right? So he picks it up, and he hears noises, and he looks around with a flashlight, and there's, you know, the alien creatures, right? That like attacked Wakanda in the first one. They're like coming after him. So he just takes the gauntlet, starts running through the goddamn sewer system. Like playing rugby. But the best part is like he blows himself up on accident with an arrow to kill these things, and he's laying there holding the gauntlet like it's the, you know, the most important thing in the world, which it is. And then the blue girl, Nebula, well, the old Nebula, right? So like the bad one, walks up to him, and he just goes, "Hey, I know you," and he just casually hands it to her because he's in so much pain that he can't think straight. And then the old Nebula shows up, and he just gets up, and you can literally see the moment where he's like, "What the fuck? There's two of you?" And then Gamora shows up, and he's like, "Okay, there's two blue people and there's a green person. What the hell?" So then he just grabs the thing and clutches it to his chest, like, as tightly as possible. Like, I don't trust anybody right now. All of you, fuck off. Like, it was the greatest thing. He was like a tired dad the whole movie, and I loved it so much.
Fat Thor.
Also, yeah, Thor was fat.
But
God.
why?
Okay, so basically, it was 5 years after. So at the beginning, everything was, well, when they murdered Thanos and realized they couldn't get the stones to undo everything, he basically went into depression. And he started just drinking and playing Fortnite with his friends from Thor Ragnarok, which is why Fortnite was in there.
Bold claim, movie. Bold claim.
Yeah. And then he was fat, which was hilarious to watch because Chris Hemsworth is like the opposite of fat. Like that dude, he's not fat. And it was just really funny. Actually, for as like intense as the movie was, it had a lot of funny parts.
I mean, it's funny because like Thanos destroyed the stones to never do something like that again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Avengers came into his home and kicked the shit out of him while he was down, basically. Now who's the bad guy?
They did totally do that. They basically Captain Marvel somersaulted in, got him in a headlock, Rhodey grabbed his arm, somebody else grabbed the other arm, and then Thor lopped off his hand, and then Captain Black Widow walked in and started interrogating him, and then when he said they were gone, Thor got angry and lopped off his head. That's literally how that scene went.
Doesn't Thor get his hammer in that movie too?
Yeah,
And
okay,
then past
so basically...
Thor in 2014 watches the hammer to go out of his hand and disappear into a different universe.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, so basically...
What the movie?
Yeah, I know. It's like he just stole his hammer from himself in another universe. So, like, that universe is screwed because Thor doesn't have anything. But whatever. No one cares about that universe's future. Only care about the one they're in. And
Poor
then...
Thanos.
Yeah, so basically... Yeah, so then he had both the hammer and the big thing. Which is pretty cool. Oh, and the old Thanos, or, well, the past Thanos, he was talking to them at, like, the main fight, and he was just like, so my new solution to give a grateful world is to kill 100% of everyone and everything in the universe, and then rebirth new people, because then no one will know sadness and, like, rebel against his greater good of killing half the universe.
God damn it, Thanos! Just double everything.
No, see, yeah. That's the thing. I was like, you're not gonna double everything. You're just gonna kill everyone. And
I mean, that would work.
No, but because he was like,
You wouldn't be in the situation that he's in now if he would have snapped everyone away.
well, here's the thing. He was like, there will always be the ungrateful, those who are sad and cannot accept what has been given, which is like him killing half the people for the rest of the other half to thrive. So then he was like, I'll kill everybody and then make my own species, and then they'll never know that their people died. Which makes sense, but also like, what the hell? Literally just double your resources, idiot. Like, come on.
Yeah, because, like, what happens when the universe gets to pre-Thanos levels again? Does he just pop back up in 20 years go, this shit again?
I don't know.
But then he couldn't, even if he lived, because he got rid of the stones.
Yeah, so...
Wait, did so he used the stones to get rid of the stones? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, we didn't think that was possible, but it totally is.
Okay, so Strange should get 200% credit for this, right? Because he saw everything that happens.
Yeah,
technically. This is all him.
Yeah, and Tony Stark has a daughter now.
And Tony Stark dies, so what's your point?
My point is, he dies when he has a daughter. That's infinitely more
And that kid
sad.
from Iron Man 3 shows up?
Yes, Harley. No one knew who he was.
Yeah, I know. That was I've seen that meme when the kid from Iron Man 3 shows up at Tony's funeral, and then it was Thanos. I don't even know who you are.
Oh yeah, yep. That was definitely gonna be a meme. That's definitely gonna be a meme. Called that. My mom was like, "Who the hell's that?" And I was like, "It's Harley."
So how did Tony die, and why?
Okay, so basically, so the final battle is like all of the non-dead, like non-snapped Avengers, right? They got blown up, right? Like I said, because Hawkeye's in the sewers with the gauntlet, and then basically Thanos shows up with his whole goddamn army.
In the sewers.
No.
Of what? New York City?
No. Okay, so they're at Avengers Tower. You know how they have like that Avengers base? So they're there, right? But not all of them landed in the sewers. So like, it was only Hawkeye that kind of landed in the sewers.
Stupid Hawkeye.
But like, so Thor.
Anyways, back to Tony Stark.
Right, I'm trying to explain it. So basically, they are fighting him, and they play like Russian roulette / rugby / football with the gauntlet thing between a whole bunch of people, but Thanos ends up getting it anyway.
Oh, nice. That worked out really well.
Okay, so basically what happens... Okay, so basically Hawkeye has the stupid thing. He's basically dying because he's human, and he just got exploded, and he just got exploded again and again and again. I felt so bad for him. And then he hands it off to Black Panther, who... Well, at this point, they had gotten everybody back. So basically, you're going to love this scene, okay? So the scene is basically Doctor Strange comes in with like 1,000 of those stupid portals. and like trucks everyone to where they're at.
I've seen that meme too, where it's just, but it was all it was just a bunch of yellow circles drawn on a piece of paper.
Yes, that's basically exactly what it was, and everybody comes through them, right? So everybody who was snapped from every planet, wherever they were all...
Like, all right, everyone, get back here. We're gonna kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, and that's where Captain America's like Avengers Assemble or whatever. And before that happened, I literally thought that was where Captain was gonna die, but no, they brought everyone in, and I was like, that's cool. Oh, there's your salads. Anyway, so they're playing Russian roulette thing, like, I don't know, hot potato or something with the gauntlet. So it goes from Hawkeye to Panther, and then Spider-Man gets it, and then, like, at one point he's stuck to Thor's hammer as it flies through the battlefield with his strings. That was hilarious. But it was also very stupid. And then, like, he has it, and then he gets almost destroyed, and he activates instant kill mode finally, which is not really
Wait,
all
who
that
has instant kill mode?
Spider-Man,
Ah, neat.
and it just starts destroying everything. And then he gets overrun, but then like every female character ever just like walks around him, and it is the most cinematic thing I've ever seen in my life. But it's so funny because Captain Marvel, she's just like glowing, and she lands next to him. He's like, "Hi, I'm Peter Parker," and I was like, "Oh God." And then she gets it, and they're gonna try to get rid of the stones again and put them back in their original universes so that Thanos can't snap again. Right? So they're basically gonna try to put them back in time where they got them from time. If that makes sense.
And Tony dies in here somewhere.
Right. Okay, so basically they can't because Thanos blows up the machine they were gonna use, and then Captain Marvel loses the gauntlet, but then proceeds to, like, practically beat the shit out of Thanos. But then, like, he takes one of the stupid things out of the gauntlet and puts it in his own hand and then, like, smacks her in the face. Because she was like, okay, basically, I thought it was hilarious, right? Because it's like, she's beating the shit out of him, and he tries to headbutt her, but she's totally fine. And then he just takes he takes the Power Stone out of the gauntlet, puts it in his other hand, and just, like, punches her in the face. And she's just like, the fuck? Like, I didn't know you could do that. And it was so funny. But I felt so bad for her, because that had to hurt so much. I was like, oh God. And then Tony's laying there, and then Doctor Strange puts up one finger, right, for the one universe, or whatever, and then Tony realizes what he has to do. And, he tackles Thanos, and then he takes the Infinity Stones off of Thanos. So Thanos basically, he snaps again, but he doesn't actually have the Infinity Stones in the gauntlet anymore, right? Tony took them and put them in his own suit.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that.
And then he proceeds to state, I am Iron Man, and then he snaps. And then Thanos' forces and Thanos himself turn to dust. And the impact of having all the stones kills him.
Would literally kill. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
What about cheeseburgers?
What?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburgers?
I'm asking what the meme is.
Cheeseburgers. I don't know
Cheeseburger.
cheeseburgers, but I know tacos. Oh, cheeseburgers! I know what you're talking about now. So, that one is... You literally could just ask me about the memes, and that's gonna be this whole episode. No, but... So, basically, at the end, the little girl, Tony's daughter, can't remember her name, so Happy asked her, what do you want to eat? And she's just like, cheeseburgers. He's like, oh, your dad loved cheeseburgers. And he's just like, I'm gonna get you all the cheeseburgers in the world. And I'm just like, that's not possible, but thank you.
Oh, Happy.
Any other questions? Any other memes you want answered?
You can rest now.
So that one...
Proof that Tony Stark has a heart. Haha.
Funny. No, but the you can rest now is just like he's laying there like half
Yeah.
dead. And Pepper just tells him he can rest now.
Proof that he has a heart. Get it? Because he's a pompous asshole most of the time.
Yeah.
Ha! Strange outlived Stark.
That's
Proves he's
funny.
the better superhero.
Wow. I mean, Doctor
He's got the
Strange
better face.
was
Facial
literally
hair.
stopping water from flooding the battlefield while everyone was trying to beat the shit out of Thanos. So I feel like he was pretty much useless. Like, I mean, he's not useless, but like he was just sitting there like making a tsunami, hurricane, tornado thing out of this water so it didn't flood everyone and nothing else. Like for the rest
But I
of the battle.
mean, he also predicted the entire future.
That is true.
100%. I don't care if whatever Marvel wants to say. 100%. Doctor Strange knew what was gonna happen.
No, he did, because he put up his finger to tell Tony that we win in one scenario, and that's where you die. Like, there's no way around it, is basically what that signal meant. And at first I was really confused, because he put it up all slow-like, but then I remembered his fingers don't work well.
His fingers are all effed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need another minerals chest, by the way.
Oh. That's good, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Strange is a dope ass character.
No, I know, I was just like...
He definitely deserves all the credit for saving the world. There you go.
No, I didn't say he didn't, I just, in the battle, it was just funny, he was just kind of standing there.
Yeah, he probably, because he's like, I did all the work I need to do. Heck,
Yeah.
you guys.
Pretty much.
Fucking
So
figured out on your own.
Basically, it was Thor, Cap, Captain America, Iron Man, and Captain Marvel beating the shit out of Thanos.
Which is kind of lame.
What do you mean it's lame? Well, also Scarlet Witch for a little bit, and then she got, like...
Well,
Shot.
because Thanos didn't have the stones, and I think that would have been like
Well,
a much more interesting fight had he had because
yeah,
like the end of Infinity War is probably my favorite thing ever when he's just single-handedly, quite literally, taking out these Avengers one by one.
yeah, that was hilarious, honestly, because they're like, "You're Avengers. What are you doing?"
Like Hawkeye shooting the arrow at him. No, thank you.
Yeah, like in that movie, Black Widow literally ran at him with a stick.
And what happened to her? She got put into a fucking tree.
Yeah. I thought it was brave to run at him with a stick. No, but...
And,
well,
Bruce Banner runs at him and he gets stuck into a freaking mountainside.
Yes. No, but, so basically...
That's just the coolest thing ever.
Well, so his weapon, whatever the hell that thing was like a two-edged sword or whatever, it broke through Cap's shield. So, like, it wasn't...
Oh, I'm sure it was still a fun fight, but
No.
I think it would have been cooler.
But
with
yeah,
the
and then
gauntlet.
he got the stupid Infinity things when he fought Captain Marvel. But, like, Captain Marvel just didn't give two shits what he did until he took one out and then smacked her with it. I was like, wow. I was just like, okay, so he's like throwing shit at her and she's just like not caring and just continues to like smack him around, and then he just like takes it out, puts it in his other
Then he
hand,
just gets annoyed. He's like, okay,
and then
enough of
proceeds
this.
to like smack the shit out of her, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, God, I didn't know you could do that. Is that cheating? Like, is that rules of engagement? Like, what the hell?
No, I think Marvel introducing a new character right at the end of Infinity War and before Endgame, and then using her to just straight up be one of the few people who beats the shit out of him right away, that was cheating.
I don't think... No, well, it was maybe a little.
Yeah. She totally deserved getting the shit slapped out of her for that one.
No, but it was just so funny because she was just like doing
Then Thanos is like, I have been in this universe longer than you have.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, no. I actually thought it was really funny because she was like kicking his ass, and I was like, this can't be how this goes. Like, what do you... She just can't win. I was like, I mean, I want her to win with all of my soul because I love her character, but I'm just like, that's not how it
That would
goes.
be a little baloney.
I was like, that's not how this goes. And then he proceeds to just take the Power Stone out of the gauntlet while she's staring at him wide-eyed going, what the fuck are you doing? And then he puts it in his other hand, and it, like, makes him like the guy from the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's like he can destroy a planet. And he just goes, doom! And she just goes flying into some fucking rocks and doesn't get up. I'm just like, oh god. Like, what the
See, that also further proves my point that he really shouldn't have been stoppable in Infinity War.
He wasn't stoppable. What do you mean?
Like, they shouldn't have, like, no, because he got hit by Thor's freaking
Oh,
axe.
yeah. That's true.
Like, really, Endgame shouldn't have been allowed to happen.
I mean, they went through some convoluted bullshit to get to there, so.
Yeah, but still, there was.
Are you
like,
actively buying a bunch of coffee?
Oh no, I need to go do that.
No, but I don't know. It was just really funny because you could see in her face where she's just like, "Okay, I got this. It's fine. We're good." And then you could see
What do
her.
you mean you guys couldn't? A bunch of boys couldn't defeat this stupid purple guy. This is easy. What the
No,
hell?
I don't think she thought it was easy, but you could definitely tell she was like confident, right? And then he pulls one out, and she's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do with that?" You could see in her face, just like the moment of what, and then it's like, "Fuck," and then she just gets yeeted across the battlefield. It was like the greatest thing ever.
That awkward moment when you realize Thanos can totally just control one stone if he wants to.
Yeah,
Also,
I was just like, "Oh my god!" I don't think she thought he was gonna do that, right? Because it's like, you know, why would you? I don't understand, you know. And then it's just like,
I mean, it makes especially since he grabbed the Power Stone, it makes total sense.
I know. And then she just gets launched across the goddamn battlefield, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I feel bad for you, but at the same time, that's hilarious. Like,
That's what I loved the end of Infinity War so much.
yeah. Oh yeah, because it's just like, yeah.
And when they were fighting on Titan, where Peter
Oh,
Parker
yeah.
decides
Yep. Yeah. That's
magic kick,
magic with a kick.
punch.
Magic with a
Like, gets grabbed, slammed into ground.
Yeah, like, oh,
Insect.
no. Yeah.
Like, that was literally. And then get a freaking Thanos punch to the side of the head. You're telling me he lived through that?
I don't know, Stark armor, maybe?
That's another thing. When they're fighting on Titan, and Thanos shoots the purple beam of whatever the hell at Tony Stark,
Yeah, his shit probably shouldn't have been able to.
and that shield was just like, haha!
Yeah. I don't know.
Completely shielding him from any damage of that at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cool.
I don't know about that one movie.
But it was really funny. Before Captain Marvel started, like, kicking the shit out of him, Captain America was kicking the shit out of him. And it was really awesome because he picks up Thor's old hammer, right? Because he was worthy. And he starts, like, boomeranging his effing shield from the goddamn hammer. And I was like, oh my god, you are just kicking, like, literally. And then his shield gets cracked in half, and then there's some other stuff, and I thought he was gonna die, and then he didn't die, and I was really confused, because I was pretty sure he was gonna die. And then, like, everybody showed up instead of him dying, so there was that.
Tony Stark died. Rip.
He did.
You know what I never understood about Infinity War is at the beginning where Tony's like, yeah, we're not on speaking terms. But at the end of Civil War, Cap was like, hey, if you ever need me, I'm here.
Well, it was Tony holding a grudge.
I know.
Like, Cap was
Tony.
totally on board for, like, a reunion, but
Bruce was like, I don't care who you're talking to or not.
like,
We're
get
all
your
gonna
shit together.
die.
Yeah. Also, Bruce Banner was like a mixture between him and the Hulk, and I didn't like it.
So Hulk still didn't rear his ugly face.
No,
Completely.
it was
He
like.
did, and then
Well,
I've seen the weird mixture of him and Banner, and it's disturbing.
and that's why I was like, "What the hell? Hurts my brain."
I feel like that's not possible.
Well, I mean, I
Because
don't know.
haven't they said before that he doesn't remember anything he does or says or hears as the
Well,
Hulk?
then they changed. Well, no, they didn't change that in Ragnarok because he didn't remember. Okay, never mind. I don't know. They had some bullshit 2-second answer for that.
kind of like at the beginning of Infinity War where he says Thanos is coming, and it's like, wait, he's Bruce Banner. How does he remember that? And I'm like, wait, he's kind of transforming out of the Hulk, so maybe
Yeah,
it was still
maybe.
the
I
Hulk.
don't know.
But how does he remember who Thanos is?
I don't know.
Unless it was somehow the dude who freaking teleported him to Earth and then got stabbed to the chest.
Oh, yeah.
That was a mistake. Shing. Well, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. It was just. I don't know. It was really.
I loved the way Loki died in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because I pledge my undying allegiance to you.
Yeah.
Undying.
Really?
You should choose your words more carefully.
Yes. Definitely.
That was funny. The stupidest line in that from him is freaking, first of all, I'm not Asgardian. Second of all, we have a Hulk. Okay, shut up. The line was used against you. Doesn't mean you get to use the line.
That's why they did it.
I know.
That's totally why they did it. That's 100% why they did it.
Which was hilarious, but it was stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid to the point that I was laughing at it when I heard it.
Mm.
I laughed more at some of the things Thanos said because it was just stupidly funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
He has a weird sense of humor.
Yeah, well, in this one, okay, so you know how Thanos is always like, half the universe is my job or whatever, right?
Yeah.
In this one, he literally told Captain America, like, what I'm going to do to your people, to your planet, I'm going to enjoy it very much. And that's the moment where I was like, okay, you've missed your goal here, sir. Like, you're taking it too far. You're not supposed to enjoy it, you know? Like, you're supposed to
I
just
think
be
he's
doing
always
your
meant to
job.
enjoy it.
No, I thought
I
he was
think
just
he
like
always
doing his job, you know?
But he would still enjoy it because he's gonna watch the sun set on a grateful universe.
Yeah, but that's different than like actually enjoying killing people.
Well, he's not killing them technically. He's just poofing them away to a different world.
Well, whatever. Same.
And there is that one, quote in God, I can't remember it now. Fuck. Hold on, I'll find it. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I have to remember the scene.
Alright, well. Oh, hello, Mr. Skeleton.
Oh, it's literally when he says, "Fun isn't something one years when balance," but this does put a smile on my.
Oh. Right, so that's what I was thinking, like, he wasn't supposed to, like, enjoy it. But I guess maybe I just didn't
I don't even know if
really
that's in the
understand.
movie.
I think it is. Wait, which?
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
Yeah, no, that was in the movie. But that's what I mean, like, he isn't supposed to, like, enjoy it, right? It's just supposed to be, like, his job. And
It
then-
wasn't spoken in Infinity War.
It wasn't?
Yeah, no. Thanos' killer line about enjoying the work he was doing was a popular quote fans recited for months. It was even the caption to this photo of mine on Instagram, but the line was never spoken by actor Josh Brolin in the film, considering how Thanos was portrayed in Infinity War. Okay, I don't know if this is right, because also is saying that Thor never said, "Who the hell are you guys?"
He totally did that.
Yeah.
He totally said that.
So I'm the one shot where you have running at the camera
Yeah.
on Wakanda. Yeah, that wasn't a thing.
What?
So that Yeah, remember from the freaking trailer where they have all the Avengers just all as one charging,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's in the forest? Yeah, no, that wasn't a thing.
No, it didn't happen. Well, they did stuff like that with this movie too. That didn't actually happen.
Yeah. So I don't know if he actually. It
was
would have
like
been
to
out of
throw
character if he
people.
said that.
Yeah.
If he said he enjoyed it, it would. I don't know. I think it was probably if he would have said that at any point in the movie, it's probably when he's beating the shit out of Stark.
Maybe. I don't know. But what I do know is that he says he's gonna enjoy it in this one, and I was like, okay, this is where you're losing it, pal.
I think he would probably still, because he's done his job. He can enjoy being a farmer.
No, but that's not what he was talking about. He was talking about enjoying actually killing people.
Yeah, I don't know. The man is what he wants to be, I guess.
I don't know.
I mean, he threw a moon at Tony Stark, so I don't think he...
That was just like... I don't know.
That was the funniest thing ever, though.
If you throw one more moon at me, I swear to God.
You know what if they should have done with that? Had him throw the moon at him again.
Yeah, right? Seen what Tony would have do. What you gonna do, Stark? What do you
I don't know, something about that last scene in Infinity War was funny, because they have all these Avengers, Earth's greatest heroes.
They just get their asses kicked. They look like...
Avengers, Earth's greatest heroes versus one giant purple guy.
Yeah. And I mean, like, here's the thing. Even in this one, when he didn't have the stones, he was giving Cap, Thor, and Tony a run for their money.
Well, yeah, he's like one of the most powerful. I think in the MCU, he is the most powerful supervillain. But in the comic books, there are other villains who could just like...
Did you know that in the comic books, Squirrel Girl single-handedly defeated Thanos?
Comic books get a little weird.
No, but yeah.
There's a Thanos copter in the comic books. Careful out there. Sometimes I worry about you falling into a mine shaft. Leah, I don't go into the mines. Don't worry. Kai will fall into the mine shaft. No one will worry.
Yeah, no, Sam's
but Sam
not.
never says he's worried about you
No,
falling into
Sam's
a
not.
mine
He never does. He always tells me, "You aren't mad that I'm gonna be lazy today," and I'm like, "I've given up on you a long time ago."
Well, it's a good time of year to catch up on all the sleep I've missed. Maybe if you'd lay in bed for once, you freak. Ah, damn.
Yeah. Honestly. No, but Infinity War was really good, and the only thing that I like didn't really get was like they didn't kill Captain in the fight.
I'm sure he just goes and lives a happy life like he was supposed to after Civil War.
Pretty much, but I was also like, okay, how does that not F up the future? Or anything. Like, how does that not... How can you just, like, do that and just, like,
Have you seen... There's an old meme, there's a meme from, like, GTA San Andreas game, or something, not San... the one before 4. Whatever the hell. And there's a scene where he goes, ah, shit, here we go again. And it was said, all the people who got snapped on Wakanda during the one big battle coming back into just one more giant battle. Ah, shit, here we go again.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was like, wow, alright.
Like, instantly.
Then they're making memes about Endgame or being about ready to top Avatar's top grossing film.
Avatar isn't the top grossing film.
Yes, it is.
It was topped
Blue
by...
people.
No, I know, but it was topped by,
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It's the top grossing film.
I'm fairly sure that it was topped by the first new Star Wars movie.
Mm-mm. If you're not, like, going of all time, Empire Strikes Back was the top grossing, like, adjusting for inflation.
Ah. But what are you going by then?
The worldwide gross for Avatar, $2,787,965,87. Wait, I read that horribly wrong. Hold on. $2,787,965,087. The Force Awakens is third with $2,068,223,624.
What's second?
Endgame.
Ah.
With
Already? Jesus Christ.
$2,193,740,959
God damn.
in 2 weekends. It took Avatar 7 to get to number 1. So there's a meme with it where he's grabbing all the Infinity Stones and says, "One more to go."
Hell yeah. Go to the
Interestingly,
night market, buy some coffee.
after Force Awakens is Infinity War, Jurassic World, The Avengers. The Avengers peaked at number 3. Black Panther, Harry Potter, and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is number 11.
Ooh.
Captain America Civil War is 20.
That's
Captain Marvel's 24.
Ooh, that's still going too, so that might rise higher.
Rogue One is 30.
Oh, Rogue One was a good movie.
Star Wars Episode 1 is number 35, which is impressive because it's a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Finding Nemo was number 49.
Finding Nemo. Really?
So this list says America's top highest grossing movies of all time adjusted for inflation.
I don't understand.
Gone with the Wind, 1939.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like that one.
Star Wars, 1977. The
Insane.
Sound of Music, E.T., Titanic,
E.T.
The Ten Commandments, Jaws,
Oh, Jaws.
Doctors of Avago, The Exorcist,
Yeah. Oh no.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Star Wars, The Force Awakens, 2015, 101 Dalmatians, 1961,
See, that's what I was
The
talking
Empire
about.
Strikes Back, 1980.
That's the list I'm talking about. On that list or whatever, the stupid Star Wars one. Not that it's stupid, but. I take it you're not buying coffee?
Not at the moment. No, I'm looking at a list of movies. Yeah, no, Avatar's the top grossing movie in the world. And it's insane because I didn't think that many people liked that movie.
Well, it was like 4 hours long, right?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
I literally, you probably could have cut out like legit an hour from that film.
I still have it. I watched it when I was like a lot younger, and I still enjoyed it. And it's actually surprising because it's a movie where we're fighting against human deforestation.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually pretty cool if you ask me, but.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but I remember it was an enjoyable movie. I didn't think that it would make $2 billion, though.
I mean, I don't think anyone really thinks that when they go to movies.
And I knew
Except for,
Endgame
like,
would get there.
Endgame. Like, you know, because that's like the most anticipated movie in the year.
Here's the
or
thing,
whatever.
like, Endgame is probably the most anticipated movie since the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Like the original
Star
3.
Wars, yeah. I mean,
And then probably the break between Episode 6 and then The Force Awakens. In terms of anticipated, like,
yeah, no.
don't spoil this movie or I'll kill you kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, can you blame them? Can you blame people who didn't want to get spoiled?
Especially when there are people, like, get it, Infinity War, Endgame was like a year-long wait. Star Wars fans waited 30-some years.
I know, right? It was like, dudes. Just like, let them have this, you know?
And now people don't even like the last couple movies because they're just like, it doesn't make sense with the storyline.
It does too.
Like, it's such a bad thing.
What do you
I don't remember people's... Like, they complained about Leia's super... I am. People complained about Leia's Superman scene in the last one. Where she lived through and was able to use the Force. They're like, that's bullshit.
Is it though? Her dad was Darth Vader. I mean, obviously,
I know.
it's totally plausible that, like,
Yeah.
she would have some kind of power. I still don't know if Rey is a Skywalker or not, right?
The last one's called like Return of the Skywalker or
Right, so
something.
that's where
or
I was like, what? I don't understand. If she's not a Skywalker, who the hell's returning?
the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, so I don't understand. I don't.
She has to be a Skywalker, which is predictable and boring, but
No, I mean, it is kind of predictable. I don't know if it's boring, but it's something, right?
yeah.
But my thing is, like, Luke never had a kid.
Cypher, we're gonna have a baby soon. Okay, thanks, Leah. Always remember to keep your eyes peeled for wild food. There's lots out there. Yay! Alrighty.
Fun.
Sam, get off my porch. Seriously, go. Hey, you know what we haven't done? End the video.
Honestly, we're not gonna, it's not gonna be that much longer, probably, so I'm just not gonna read
No.
it.
No. We can make one long one.
I'm going to. Fight me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't understand. So, I think if she was a Skywalker, they totally would have done it in the last one, right? Because Luke died. Or whatever the hell.
Yeah. I barely remember the last one. Which was probably not good, but
I mean, I don't quite understand if she was gonna be a Skywalker. To me, they'd have done it already, you know. But
I don't know. The only problem I have with those movies is I think they've changed directors a few times, and it's just
what?
like J.J. Abrams. I think directed The Force Awakens.
Oh,
Yeah, and then what was the next movie?
no, I don't remember what it's called. I know it happens. I can't tell you.
Oh, The Last Jedi.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And yeah, someone else, Rian Johnson directed The Last Jedi.
I mean, I don't understand. Sometimes I don't even know if like directors have an impact.
And we're back to J.J. Abrams for Rise of the Skywalker.
That's fun.
I think that's probably part of the people's problem with that second movie of this last final three is
Where are you?
in the Secret Forest.
Oh, okay. I gotta give you a thing that you need to give to Pam. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the chest next to the chest with the pants in it, next to the cell box.
Okay.
So she asked for a pale ale a long time ago, and we were finally able to make that because I grew some hops in the thing. So.
But yeah, I think the changing of directors was probably part of the problem. It changed how the movie felt.
I mean, yeah.
It's good to know that J.J. Abrams is directing that one, though.
Usually he does a really good job.
I mean, yeah, I liked The Force Awakens. I liked Return of the Last Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah.
They throw these titles in way too much because you got Revenge of the Sith, the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
God bless America.
It's a little, you know, that's a lot. But I think, I don't know, I don't understand quite how the new one is called Return of the Skywalker.
Rise of the Skywalker. Yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
What does that mean? The only way that can have any meaning is if Rey is a Skywalker.
Also, have you watched that trailer?
Yes. It's very vague.
Did you hear Sidious's laugh?
Yes, I did. I was very concerned. I was extremely concerned, actually.
It gave me chills.
No.
That's why I think
get
people
off
are
of
hyped
me.
about that movie. I think there's a lot of good like vibes surrounding this last movie of the Star Wars franchise.
I mean,
Which I'd hope so, because it's the last one. You know.
yeah.
A lot of things have
Last
come to the end in 2019.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones,
Oh yeah, my parents just
Avengers.
started watching that, so like,
Game of Thrones, Avengers, Star Wars.
yeah.
I saw something that was like one of those what did it cost kind of memes
Oh
from
yeah, everything.
and it was yeah, and it was Infinity War and what did it cost, and the answer was everything, and it was like Stanley being lost.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Somebody else died too that was like really iconic. But I can't remember who it was.
I wonder if I can find it. 'Cause it was Anthony Bourdain and someone else that was in that, I remember. There's also the one where the drawing of Thanos and was like, Stan, you weren't supposed to go.
Oh yeah. No, but I don't know. Wait. Time out.
Oh, it's
Is Han Solo's kid a Skywalker?
mm,
Not technically. I
You
mean,
mean-
he's a
you mean
Solo.
you
right?
mean fucking Disney princess throw a fit every time something doesn't go his way?
Yeah.
Rip off Vader? Can't even remember his name? Yeah, that guy? I don't know.
His name's Ben,
What the
right?
fuck is his name?
Isn't it Ben?
What's his stupid
Kylo
that,
Ren?
yeah, but what yeah, that one. Stupid name.
I don't even think he's a bad guy.
Darth Vader rip-off Disney princess wannabe.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I don't know, I don't like him.
I can tell.
The character seems poorly developed in my mind. Kind of boring. It's like they tried to do Anakin again. Childish kid who throws a temper tantrum when stuff doesn't go his way.
I mean,
But I don't like the way it was done.
I don't know. I don't.
Also, his lightsaber's stupid.
And would totally.
Effing stupid. I will never like that stupid lightsaber.
I think it looks cool.
He would cut his wrists off.
Okay.
Are you
like
kidding
I
me?
said, like I said, I think it looks cool, but it is not practical at all.
Cut his effing wrists off when he's fighting somebody, and then what is he gonna do? Like an idiot. He already looks like an idiot, so he's gonna look more like an idiot.
Also, like, cutting someone with a lightsaber, like,
Would not work.
yeah.
He'd cauterize the wound.
So, like, it's kind of, lightsabers are kind of weird anyway.
Rogue One was on TV the other day,
Really?
and I forgot how much I loved that freaking robot. Congratulations, you're being rescued. Please do not resist.
So, they tried to do another robot like that in Solo?
I haven't seen Solo.
Right, well, so basically, they tried
I mean,
to do...
did you? might have the DVD. I did not see Solo because I don't like the actor they have for young Han.
I don't even know who it is. I just watched the movie.
I didn't like from the trailers I saw, the way he was portrayed didn't give me a Han Solo vibe, and it might have just been me.
No, okay, so
But
that was like the #1 complaint.
It wasn't Han Solo.
I mean, he did, honestly, I think he did a pretty good job. I mean, you obviously can't get Harrison Ford, which would have been, you know, the best possible solution. But I think he did a decent job. But basically, they have a robot.
I mean, I talked to, like, my pastor who was alive when the first movies came out. I was asking him, he's like, it just doesn't... I don't know what it was about him, and I remember my complaint was it's not solo-y enough. For a movie called Solo, it's not solo-y enough.
Yeah, but basically, they put in a female robot who was all about robot rights. And they tried to make her feel like the robot from Rogue One, but everybody hated her because she was, like, really political.
The robot in Rogue One had an honorary death.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing just got shot. Oh, and then she got put into the good? What do you mean good?
If it's a rip-off bot from Rogue One, then good.
Oh, it pretty much is. With an attitude, but, like, not a good kind. But basically, her brain gets put into the Millennium Falcon, and, you never really hear from her again. Oh, the movie also goes over when Han Solo went that stupid run in 14 parsecs or whatever, or 12, or whichever fucking number it was.
12.
12, okay, 14.
The castle run?
Yeah, it goes over how he did that. Or why he did it. Or why he had to do it. I can't remember. I own it somewhere. It's pretty good. It kind of...
I mean, for the record, a parsec is a unit of distance, so it's not even saying that the ship was fast. And it's a smuggling run. The Kessel run is a smuggling run.
Yeah, so it's not very honorable that he did it, but whatevs. He still did it. In this one, I'm pretty sure he did it because they had no other choice to get where they needed to go, but... I can't even remember. Is that sad? I haven't watched it in forever, but like... I didn't watch it in the theaters. We just bought the disc.
Yeah, Mom might have the disc. I don't remember if she bought it or I just haven't watched.
I mean, it kind of feels like... Okay. My thing is, like, it feels like Solo... Which it's supposed to, but like a younger version. Which it's also supposed to. So, I don't really... I don't know. Waiting on players. And I will end it after we see how much money we made.
Well, I haven't sold the coffees because I'm going to pass out if I do so.
Oof. How many did you get? How many coffees?
22.
Ooh, that's fun.
So apparently the smuggler... So I'm reading up on a Wikipedia fandom kind of thing. Alright, I'm going to end the video. Deuces!
Deuces,
It's already an hour and
guys.
24 minutes.